Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Steuben County Drainage Board meeting, October 20th, 2025. First item on the agenda is approval of minutes for October 6th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Item number 2, surveyor recommendation to vacate regulated drain. What we got?
Well, we got a couple different things. First of all, if you look in your map, I asked that Jason Army from the Health Department be here. Whether it pertains to us or not, there is a well on the north building that will go in the middle of the building. My understanding is Jason Army from the Health Department flagged that. Regardless, we have a tile that it shows up on the Mylar. That tile does not run through the dotted line. If you look up,
That one's not on the Mylar, is it, Greg?
it is not on the Mylar. So I'm sorry, I misspoke. So right here, we believe this is no longer in existence. This is actually a ditch. However, Michelle printed out that it is in the 69 right of way. I don't know if you guys want to vacate this, assume this, don't know. Keep on going up, Greg. We can definitely see that this here is not the tile, but this here definitely is an open ditch. I really hate to vacate this section because we have this running across 69 into the pond. I'm not quite sure what to do or what you guys want to do. If we were out in the middle of the field, in the middle of an 80 acres, I'd simply have Greg change this, move it over, turn it into a solid line so it represents open ditch, and get rid of this. And by tomorrow morning, it would show up on the beacon as that. However, this being a commercial property, I want to run it through you guys and see what you guys want to do with this.
We're not sure if any of that actually exists anyways. None of those people were being assessed in the
Not anymore.
watershed.
Yeah.
So yeah, they weren't even being assessed before, but I don't think any of that Fred Rice tile exists.
Is there a way to go confirm that it does or does not?
We did a field check as extensive as we could. There is definitely a culvert running north and south on 20. That culvert does exist.
It's way up high.
But the rest of it, as you can see, the water is here and it runs in through here.
So the culvert's for the ditch.
The culvert is still, would be considered regulated, yes.
But that's getting fed by the ditch. We have no idea if that tile is doing.
No, we both believe that my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, but 69 was established back in the 60s. It was there pre-1960s before the toll road. After the toll road with scrapers and pans and bulldozers, it would have gotten crushed.
Over 69.
69.
I'm sorry, 69, yes.
Yeah, and all these lots have been built up anywhere there's buildings.
And there's no more virgin dirt left. I mean, it's all been totally excavated, cut down, added to, whatever. So again, we believe the dotted line here is correct. This is tiled. However, when it comes out here, again, it starts running into open ditch. And then here too.
What's the condition of the ditch?
Ditch is in really good shape. So again, if we were out in the field, we would correct it. However, being commercial property, plus they're asking to, so if we vacate or remove it, other than the health department, they have their different objection, but they wouldn't have to file a variance to do this if we would either move it or vacate it.
And all this water on the south side runs south. All this water goes north. So it doesn't even follow.
So I guess the question is, would you guys want to vacate it, or do we move it over to turn it into open ditch and still have jurisdiction of it? Even though some of it is in the 69 right of way, which we do have tiles and drains within the county right of way, the state right of way.
I think that one part is just a roadside ditch like 69 has, for the water, surface water runoff.
On the south side.
Yeah, on the south side of 20.
Well, the ditch is definitely collecting water and
Absolutely,
working properly,
yes.
and that is water for runoff from,
Mhm.
okay. We have no idea if there's even an existing tile there, it's just a line right now.
As far as what we can tell from a field visit, where the dirt's been disturbed up in the north about where Greg's cursor is, it doesn't go in between them buildings. Up even a little bit north, it doesn't cross to the corner of that. Plus, if you turn on the topo lines where his cursor was, the corner of that building is most likely, it's a good 10 foot higher right there than it is over to the west to the open ditch. There we go. So we got 1026 at the bottom of the ditch, and what is it up there? 1046, so it's quite a bit. 1046 to 1022. What's the math on that?
16. 1026, 1042.
No, it'd be
14.
24 feet difference. So obviously that tile isn't up there that high. And we were able to find no manholes, no outlets, no collapses of tile. We researched everything we could. Greg, even those buildings that we put up, we couldn't find any those buildings may have been put up pre-drainage board. Drainage board was established, Michelle, in the 70s, in the 60s. So again,
You're saying there's zero evidence of that tile existing.
no, but the open ditch is there.
The tile was put in 1930, and I think when 69 was built, it pretty much,
Do we know what size it was supposed to be?
we don't have, it's not on the Mylar, there really isn't a whole lot of information on it. It
Greg, just,
probably was gone before the drainage board, that could
Right.
officially vacate.
Greg, click on the tile size just to see if anything shows up.
It did show,
Shows 10 inch.
Okay.
but I think it started out as a 7.
Yeah, I got 6 and 7.
Yeah. So they wouldn't have sized it and went all through that if it wasn't there at some time.
Water good right now.
So basically, US 20 is the ridge line.
Yeah.
US 20, it goes to the north, south side, it goes south. Is that correct in saying that, Greg? Yeah.
For
Water on the south side.
the improvements for their design development that they're doing, won't they have to have retention since they're adding hard surface?
I don't know if they got the total final plan from them or not from the city.
I've never seen any in the plans.
Yeah, they'd still have to come up with it.
But regardless, I think now would be time to clean it up.
If we vacated that entire drain as it shows on here, can we just move it over to the ditch? I mean, can we do that?
That's why I'd rather do that than vacate it.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't have any construction costs probably, but you probably have it moving.
No, so we can just simply move it, and again, we can do that. If Greg would plug it in today, by tomorrow morning, it shows up.
You just
as a
showing it
sideway.
on Beacon. It's nothing to-
And we do that, we do a lot of correction. Again, because it's such a high traffic area, commercial zone, I wanted to bring it before you guys to have
The
your,
open ditch would run basically to the left of our line.
the west, correct?
And where would it end, like right? Yeah, so would it end, where would it end going south?
Or get correct back to the correct spot where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You can vacate that stuff south of 20 though, if they want to build on it. We don't think it's fair.
Because the ditch is right there next to 69.
That's how, it's not draining north.
Some half of it's draining south and half of it's draining north.
Yeah, this portion.
It didn't look like it on the top though.
No, so I would assume before 69 was built, it started there right where you're looking and flowed to the north.
Is there anything on the other side where it connects back into
It does not.
the west? No?
Not on the south side of 20, but on the north side of 20, there's a pretty good sized culvert that runs under 69 over to the west. That is existing there.
But that feeds into that little retention wetland area,
You
right?
see where Greg's cursor is?
Yeah.
How it's following that water line, keep on going up, down to the left.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's just kind of a natural waterway. So
Right. But that's on both sides of the highway. You got two natural waterways, but that it's alleviating that water.
again, on this side is ours.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no evidence of there being anything there.
Sure.
And, if you have an open ditch that you know is collecting our water, moving our water, then if it, just move it over to that open ditch.
And I don't know what your technicalities are, if you even need a motion or anything. I'm just asking,
Make a
you know,
motion.
telling you what I want to do and.
Yeah.
So. Let's see how it-
Adjustments on the
Yeah,
And then
I
on
was
both,
gonna say,
you want to do both sides too. That's what I'm asking. The whole entire, what is the whole entire thing, Michelle? Approximately,
2,420 feet.
we can just move that or whatever. So, well,
But that would include the whole thing. On the south side, I don't think it's there. And there's the roadside ditch, which is 69s. That's the roadside ditch for their surface water.
that's not ours, that's
No.
well,
states or.
Yeah, and for us to even be able to do anything in there, we'd have to get their permission every time.
again, though, it does follow approximately the property line.
Take that north a bit, Greg, would you?
Say that again?
Take that north a little bit. Sure. So where would you propose starting the open ditch at? About where his cursor is, where you can see that wet area? Going up along?
Pretty much right on the north side. Go back, Greg, right where the,
See an open ditch.
can you see that?
That car?
Yep,
Yeah.
right there. Go up, go left,
So
follow
you
it around.
put the open ditch that way along the.
Mhm.
Saying, you're looking for a motion, make a motion to approve the recommendations of the surveyor, which would be to
Move the-
say that line does not exist any longer and has not been working and is not doing what it was designed to do from its installation in the 1930s. So
Yes.
therefore, it has been abandoned.
And you'd like to do that on the south side of 20 as well, move that one over as well? So we still have jurisdiction of it?
Yep, so it's corrected.
So where they want to put the storage buildings, the roadside ditch, you want to make that regulated? That belongs in I-69's right away.
Are you, we really making that regulated there, or we're just showing it?
It's not ours.
Yeah.
Well,
This is their right away.
Is it a right of way or is it they own the property?
DNR's, that's all DNR's property right there.
Again, we have regulated ditches that run everywhere, so.
Yeah, that's on somebody else's property. Most of your ditches are. So I wouldn't, that wouldn't.
NDOT or DNR?
In that,
State of Indiana.
Yeah.
Which you have to get a permit from them to do anything within their right of way.
It doesn't exist in there right away at this point. If we're gonna abandon the whole thing, we're gonna abandon it and
Well, the open ditch though, it's where they just want to show it as being part of, part of our drainage system basically, which doesn't really matter whose property it is, it's still part of the drainage system.
Yeah.
If there's water in it.
Is the state's not being assessed or?
Oh, yeah, they're being assessed for their runoff.
so then are you gonna relocate what it's showing then south of 20 then as part of an open ditch to the west?
That's what they're asking us. They want to do that.
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
That's
say
where
that
the
makes
water
sense,
is.
if that's where the water is. So you're saying this over here,
That's correct.
it actually flows to the north? Huh?
No,
So
This here south.
kind of
Okay.
goes south and then just kind of stops. But if you give it up, totally vacate it, then we're, right now, we still kind of have jurisdiction of it and control over what happens, You totally vacate it, then I hate to vacate it and give up the rights or the power of,
So you're starting an open ditch on the north side.
and the south side.
And
Yep.
then an open ditch on the south side. Okay, that makes sense.
So they'll have to come back and probably get variances for closeness to the building to the ditch.
They will, but again, it'll totally be out underneath the building. And again, it's a side note, they'll just have to do something with that existing well to satisfy the health department too, on that north building. You see where that is?
Yeah, I mean, that's not.
Yep.
They're actually shortening that building.
I would just be curious as to
But there'll be,
where their runoff's going to go.
but if my question is if we move that, basically that right of way over to that ditch, they're still gonna be within that 75 foot of the ditch.
Maybe is it an urban drain?
It is not yet, no. So that is something too, we could, I guess you guys could petition, correct, to turn that into an urban drain?
They can turn it into an urban drain. I don't even know if it requires a petition, but they can.
But they would file for that,
Yeah.
the owners.
Or when they file for their variance, you could include.
We could handle it then, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Got to handle it at that point. Move the ditch first and then.
Move it to where it is
Correct.
based on your recommendation as an open ditch.
I will second that motion. Any further discussion on that?
No, I think we pretty much beat it
All
up.
right. All right, hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's your marching orders.
There you go.
Again, we do it on the field lot, but on this one, you thought everybody was kind of.
All right, anything else?
There is not, guys.
All right.
I think. No.
Perfect.
Clint,
Yeah.
I just sent you an email.
I don't read emails